Metformin is one of the most prescribed drugs in the world for managing type 2 diabetes. If you've been diagnosed, chances are you were handed a prescription almost immediately, with little more than a 10-minute explanation. Maybe you've been taking it for years. Maybe you were told it's harmless. Or maybe you're wondering if it's your only option. But here's the thing. There are myths about metformin that almost no one talks about. Not your doctor, not your pharmacist, and definitely not the commercials telling you that you can manage your diabetes forever. At Ditch Diabetes, all naturally, we're not here to scare you or push you into cold turkey decisions. We're here to give you the full story, because the more you understand, the more power you have to take control of your health, naturally, intelligently, and with confidence. Let us talk about one of the biggest myths, that metformin actually treats the root cause of diabetes. The truth? It doesn't. Metformin is designed to reduce the amount of glucose your liver releases into the bloodstream and to help your cells become a little more responsive to insulin. But it doesn't fix why your body became insulin resistant in the first place. It doesn't repair your metabolism. It doesn't regenerate the health of your cells. It simply manages the numbers. That's why so many people stay on metformin for years without ever reversing the condition. It's not a cure. It's a tool. And it's often used as a crutch. Something that makes the numbers look better on paper without creating any real change in your long-term health. Another myth, that metformin has no side effects. Most people are told it's safe, it's been around forever, and you don't need to worry. But ask anyone who's actually been on metformin for more than a few weeks, and you'll hear a different story. Stomach issues, nausea, diarrhea, fatigue, and even feelings of mental fog are common, especially when people first start taking it. What's more concerning is the lesser-known long-term side effect. Metformin can deplete vitamin B12 in the body. Low B12 can lead to nerve damage, memory issues, mood swings, and even anemia. If you're already diabetic and experiencing nerve pain, low energy, or tingling in your hands or feet, this could be making it worse. And yet, many people are never tested for B12 deficiency while on metformin. It's not part of the standard conversation, but it should be. Now, let's address the belief that if you're taking metformin, you're doing all you can. This one is dangerous. Too many people believe that as long as their blood sugar is under control with medication, they don't need to change anything. But what if control isn't the same as healing? What if a lower A1C on medication still masks the underlying progression of insulin resistance, inflammation, and organ stress? Think of it like painting over a moldy wall. Just because it looks better doesn't mean the problem is solved. Metformin may give your numbers a short-term boost, but it's not a green light to ignore your diet, lifestyle, stress, sleep, or gut health. And unfortunately, that's how it's often framed. Take the pill and you'll be fine. That's not how true healing works. There's also a myth that metformin works for everyone. It doesn't. Some people metabolize it well, others feel miserable. And then there's the growing number of people for whom it simply stops working. That's when doctors often add a second or third medication, or eventually insulin injections. Why? Because if the root cause of your insulin resistance hasn't been addressed, the body will eventually outsmart or outpace the pill. Your liver keeps pushing out glucose, your cells become more resistant, and the medication treadmill begins. One pill becomes 2, then 3, then a lifelong prescription pad and the false belief that this is just the way it is. Here's another myth worth unpacking, that metformin helps you lose weight. Yes, some studies have shown that metformin can lead to modest weight loss in certain individuals, mainly by reducing appetite or mildly improving insulin sensitivity. But it's not a magic weight loss drug. Most people don't see significant results from the medication alone. In fact, many people plateau quickly or gain the weight back. Why? Because weight gain and insulin resistance isn't just about calories. It's about hormones. It's about inflammation. It's about the constant, invisible stress your body is under when blood sugar is out of balance. If you don't address those things through food, movement, sleep, stress reduction, and gut health, no pill will help you lose weight in a sustainable way. Metformin might nudge the needle, but real transformation comes from within. Some people believe that once you're on metformin, you're on it for life. This is false, but it's a belief that keeps people stuck. The reality is that many people have successfully weaned off metformin under medical supervision. once they adopt a lifestyle that actually targets the root causes of their insulin resistance. Doctors don't often tell you this because they're trained to manage disease, not reverse it. And because most patients aren't given the tools to make those changes stick, but you are not powerless. Your body is constantly regenerating, your cells turn over, your gut microbiome can shift, your hormones can rebalance. It's not always fast, it's not always easy, but it is possible, especially when you start to question what you've been told. Now, let us be clear, this video is not telling you to throw your medication in the trash. Metformin has its place. It can be a bridge, it can give your body temporary relief while you work on deeper changes. And for some people, especially in early stages, it may help prevent complications. But the problem is when it becomes the only plan, when it becomes the permanent plan, when it gives you just enough of a false sense of security that you stop seeking real healing. That's the trap. So, what should you do if you're currently on metformin and feeling confused or concerned? First, educate yourself. Read the label. Ask about the side effects. Get your B12 tested. Track how you feel, not just your blood sugar, but your digestion, your energy, your focus, your mood. Second, don't let medication be your only strategy. Start introducing real, unprocessed foods that stabilize your blood sugar. Drink water. Move your body daily, even if it's just a walk after dinner. Breathe deeply. Reduce your eating window so insulin levels have a chance to fall. These changes add up. They give your body room to recalibrate. And third, remember that medication is not a substitute for transformation. Healing doesn't come from a prescription. It comes from consistent, natural shifts that support your body's innate intelligence. If you've been told you'll be on metformin forever, don't accept that without question. If you have been told there's no way to reverse insulin resistance, don't believe it until you've tried the natural path. If you have been made to feel like your only job is to manage your disease, know that there are other options. At Ditch Diabetes, all naturally, we share content designed to empower you with those options, to help you step out of fear and confusion and into clarity and confidence. This is your journey, your body, your future, and you deserve to understand every piece of it. So if this video brought you clarity, give it a like. If you want more natural, empowering content about how to lower blood sugar, reverse insulin resistance, and feel like yourself again, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. There's so much more to come, and you won't want to miss it. You are not broken, you are not stuck, and you are not alone. Let's keep walking this path together. Thanks for watching Ditch Diabetes, all naturally.